The students were walking around the corridor without any purpose during the lunch break. Now, what is that one apt word for this action? Is it walk, stroll, march, loiter, or something else? Well, the correct answer is loiter, and that's exactly what we are going to focus on today. Understanding the subtle nuances between words and learning how to use vocabulary effectively in writing and speaking. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to share a very simple yet highly effective classroom activity that English teachers can use to improve students' vocabulary, writing skills, speaking skills in a fun and interactive manner. Very often, students may know simple words like walk, run, move, but they struggle to use precise and expressive vocabulary in their essays, stories, speeches, and conversations. And honestly, even as teachers, we may sometimes get confused between closely related words here and there. Words may appear similar, but each one carries a complete different shade of meaning and creates a different image in reader's mind. And that's exactly why this activity becomes so effective. It not only helps students but also teachers to understand the difference, the nuances among words, and learn how to use vocabulary effectively, accurately, and precisely. Now let me demonstrate this activity. So now I'm going to do this activity with you all. On your screen, you can see a list of words. Now take a few moments to memorize and familiarize yourself with these words that you see on the screen. Don't focus too much on the meaning right now. Just carefully observe the words and try to remember them. I'll give you a few minutes. Now let's see how many words you can identify contextually. Read the sentences carefully and tell me in the comments which word fits best in each sentence. The soldiers moved properly in rhythm during their practice session. The tired travelers walked slowly through the muddy roads after hours of journey. The thief moved slowly and quietly into the room at midnight. The little child moved on his hands and knees towards the toy. The students ran quickly towards the playground as soon as the bell rang. The injured player walked with difficulty after the football match. The little girl walked quietly on her toe so that she wouldn't wake anyone. Pause the video for a few seconds and try answering them. Now let's check the answers. First one, the soldiers moved properly in rhythm during their practice session. The correct answer is march. The tired travelers walked slowly through the muddy road after hours of journey. The correct answer is trudge. The thief moved slowly and quietly into the room at midnight. Correct. The little child moved on his hands and knees towards the toy. Crawled. The students ran quickly towards the playground as soon as the bell rang. Scurried or dashed. The injured player walked with difficulty after the football match. The answer is limped. The little girl walked quietly on her toes so that she wouldn't wake anyone. Tiptoed. Now, this is where the actual learning happens. Students begin to realize that vocabulary is not simply about memorizing meanings. It's about understanding context, emotions, situations, and choosing the most suitable word. Instead of writing walked slowly, they begin to write trudged. Instead of saying walk proudly, they'll use strode. Instead of saying walked aimlessly, they'll use loiter. And automatically their writing becomes more descriptive, expressive, and mature. This also helps improve speaking skills because students start using more precise vocabulary during their conversations and presentations. Most importantly, this activity promotes active learning. Students are thinking, recalling, visualizing, analyzing context, and applying vocabulary naturally instead of learning mechanically. You can also turn this into a classroom competition by conducting a rapid fire rounds, team games, or asking students to create their own contextual sentence using these words. The best part about this activity is that it is simple, requires very little preparation, and can be adapted for different grades and vocabulary levels. You can use the same technique for emotions, speaking verbs, facial expressions, descriptive adjectives, and many other vocabulary categories as well. So, if you're an English teacher looking for simple yet impactful classroom strategy that genuinely improves students' vocabulary, writing, and speaking ability, then definitely give this activity a try in your classroom. And don't forget to answer in the comments how many you got correct. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.